This February 1st, 2027, you open your YouTube Creator Studio app and you're still stuck at 389 hours. And why is that? It's because you gave up and you didn't create a strategy. The thing is, there is a strategy to YouTube. And this is coming from someone who finally reached the watch time hours, who figured out the best formula for me and my channel when it comes to really retaining people, finally getting those watch time hours. Trust me, I know how it gets. If you open your app right now, what are your watch time hours at? Whatever it is, this is the time to lock in. It is still feasible. Your content doesn't suck, you just need a strategy. So let's get into it. Let's break down how you can reach the current watch time hours before February 27th. And I'm not going to tell you to just post consistently because that's something that every YouTube girl says, and there's so much more nuance to it. So let me give you the real tea. First things first, I just want to quickly break things down because I feel like there's a lot of misinformation. If you already know all the details about the YouTube Partner Program, you can skip to this moment right here. As of right now today, for the full ad revenue level of the YouTube Partner Program, you generally need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch time hours. Now, there's a lower tier where pretty much you get 500 subscribers, 3,000 watch time hours, and 3 public uploads, or 20 million shorts views in 90 days. But then starting February 1st, 2027, all of that changes. Now YouTube is increasing it to 8,000 watch time hours in the last year, or 20 million views in shorts in the last 90 days. If you're already in the YouTube Partner Program, you're good. You're not gonna get kicked out. Number one, you need to use shorts to your advantage, but you should not be pouring all of your energy into shorts. What you should be doing is using shorts to funnel people into your long form videos. Anytime I post a new video, I cut out the best parts of the video in my opinion. I post it as multiple YouTube shorts, usually 1 to 3. And then under related video, I directly link people back to that long form video. And then I comment on my short myself and I pin it. I'm saying something like, a call to action, which means a quick question. Then I'll refer them to the actual long form video and to also subscribe. People need reminders. Sometimes people are mindlessly scrolling. If right now I'm trying to hit that 4,000 watch time hours, I would not be going for any of the shorts options. It honestly just makes more sense to put my time into the long form content. And I think that would work best for you too. And I mean actual videos that people will sit down and watch. Videos that are 8 minutes long, 10 minutes long, 12 minutes long. The 3-4 minute videos, you gotta cut it. Just whatever makes sense for the content. I'm not saying to just post a bunch of fluff and talk about nothing, because a boring 20-minute video people are leaving after 90 seconds. Which brings me to number 2. Stop being selfish with your content. You have to make videos that people actually want to see. I think this is where people misunderstand it. You don't just need views, but you need people to stay. Think about it. Let's say you make a 10-minute video and 1,000 people click on it. They watch an average of about 5 minutes. That's roughly 83 hours of watch time. But if those same 1,000 people only watch for 1 minute, that's about 17 hours. Same views, but completely different result. So when you're trying to build your watch hours, you shouldn't just be thinking about how do I get people to click? It's also how do I get people to stay? And that's why I spend way more time thinking about the big 3, my title, thumbnail, and the first 30 seconds. If someone clicks on your video and immediately feels like, okay, I know where this is going, they're gone. Your introduction needs to make a promise. It needs to draw them in. It needs to make them feel like they need to hear more. Sorry, I talk with my hands a lot. But yeah, tell them why they should care and then deliver on it. So please, no more starting with, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna go No, you gotta start with a hook. So what kept you watching in my video? Go replay my hook real quickly and then come back to the second right here. Number 3, find your watch time videos. So what I mean by this is to learn how to really analyze your analytics. Go to YouTube Creator Studio. Look at your analytics and don't just look at videos that got the most views. Look at what actually generated the most watch time. Because maybe you have a video with just 5,000 views, but it generated 500 watch time hours. Compare that to a video that was longer but got less watch time hours. Understand why that first option did better. Is it the topic? Is the video longer? Are people more emotionally invested? Did you start the video off stronger? You need to figure out a different version of that. From now on until February 1st, repeat different versions of what works well. And I'm not saying to just do the same video over and over again. Pretty much you want to become like a TV show. One person to watch one video and then just naturally gravitate towards another because it all kind of intertwines. During this era when you're really trying to get your watch time hours, maybe you need a niche, however it's pronounced. People having one video pop off, they just go back to posting random stuff. That is a trend right there. Come on, capitalize on that. Number 4, build a content series. This lands right into that. Instead of thinking I need to make 20 completely different videos, again, you want your channel to be like a Netflix show. How can you make one topic into 5 different videos? For example, move with me, clean my kitchen with me, room makeover, let's decorate my living room. Like, you see how you just have generally one piece or aspect of your life, wherever you're focused on one topic, but there's so many different video ideas you can make off of that. You want to make like an ecosystem. So yeah, It's not an isolated event. You need to really lock down your channel. Number 5, make videos that answer a specific problem. Again, I know this is your creative space, this is your creative outlet, but in this time crunch, I would not be making videos before February. That's just whatever I want to do. I would ask, what is somebody actively trying to search up right now? With the holidays coming up, people are looking for gift ideas. People are trying to figure out where to travel to for the holidays, how to get the best deals on tickets and things like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just think your audience, what they might be struggling with now. Maybe they're trying to save money. Maybe they're trying to become more productive. Maybe they're trying to find a job. Just think about problems and then make the exact video that you wish you would have saw if you were in that exact position. Stop making every video for your existing followers. This one is hard, especially if you already have an audience on like TikTok and Instagram or someone on YouTube. Easy to make content that only makes sense if someone already knows you. YouTube is a discovery platform, and every video is a new chance to be seen by new people. So someone should be able to see your thumbnail and think, I don't know this girl, but I need to watch this video. So that's the goal. So set up a productive day in my life. We want how I stopped wasting my morning. Like, yeah, you can still vlog, you can show your personality, it can still be about you if that's what you want, but give the viewers a reason to care before they know you. Post intentionally, but you don't have to post more. I'm not about to tell you to burn yourself out and post every single day. Most of you guys have jobs, family members, you have people you're taking care of. Like, you just have other stuff going on social media. But what I want you to do is focus on making 1 or 2 really strong long form videos. So whenever you're in a filming mood, just change the shirt a couple times and film, batch film. Then throughout the weeks, you can just edit those and put those up. Do not delete just because they flopped. Do not. Flopped. I know it hurts. I know you spent hours editing and you only got 27 views. Sometimes it happens to me. Take a look at my channel right now. But don't do that. Sometimes the video just needs time. Look at the analytics. Look at what isn't working. Maybe it's a click-through rate. Okay, change the thumbnail. Maybe it's the title. Make it more enticing. Maybe you didn't do search engine optimization. Add in the tags. You can learn from the flop. And then when you delete the videos, you're removing watch time hours. So no emotional decisions, okay? You post it, stand on it. And the last thing, and the probably most important thing, is to do the math. Stop just saying I need 4,000 watch time hours, because that sounds huge. But instead, figure out exactly how many hours you have left. If you're at 2,000, you need another 2,000. If you're at 3,000, you need another 1,000. But then once you know your number, you need to break it down further. If you have 5 months left, what does that look like per month? Then what does it look like per week? And then now you have an actual target. And always make sure to actually check your earn tab in YouTube Studio to make sure you're actually seeing the qualified watch time hours. But yeah, stop waiting for the perfect time. This is the time right now, the moment that you're seeing this video, to go all in. You're just gonna give yourself an even tighter deadline for what? Listen, you're closer than you may think. So just prioritize videos with strong titles, strong thumbnails, and a very strong hook. Then from there, connect your videos with end screens and playlists. And I want you to remember something: you do not need every video to go viral. You don't need to reach 100,000 subscribers. You just need people to actually watch your content. A few good videos can bring thousands of hours. And then sometimes a video that you thought was going to flop can blow up way later on and just carry your entire channel. I've experienced that myself. Adjust, post again, repeat. So yeah, what are you still doing here? Go ahead and subscribe, but go ahead and get started. Film a video right now. Go post. I wish you all the best. Updated with me outside of social media on all of my accounts. And bye guys. Road to 10,000.
Wait a minute. Who are you?